You guys know how it is, another Atlus game, another bundle of DLC to talk about. While SMT V Vengeance does include most of the DLC from the original game, there are also some new DLC packs that are not included, as you would expect. So, getting quick to the point, is SMT V Vengeance's DLC worth the price?
Foolish soul.
So note how I said in the beginning that most of the DLC is part of the game. Well, that's because, much like the original release, this game includes the Mitamas DLC. And by includes, I mean you have to purchase each one. These allow you to earn extra EXP for Nahobino and your demons, and then money and glory. As far as the value of this goes, it's very subjective. First of all, why isn't this included in the base game? You made it DLC the first time, I don't know why this is extra payment stuff. It's literally an option in the menu to increase Mitamas spawns. It's not even like an extra area, it's just Mitamas will spawn instead of regular demons. So if you turn on the increase, there's just Mitamas everywhere. Anyways, think of it this way. How much do you enjoy SMT's combat? And how long do you want to spend grinding mobs? I don't see an issue with this concept of DLC if you do want to save time from having to grind out a ton of levels or money, but each of these is $2.99 US dollars. That's a steep asking price for farming, for menu tick option. It's not even additional content, it's not even like oh, here's a uniquely designed boss you can fight to farm EXP. It's just, here's the Mitamas and you can increase their spawn by touching an option in the menu. And I don't know how that's worth $3. Because even worse, it totals out to $9 for all three, which again, isn't really that great. The value of this one is entirely subjective, though. The only way to get a good deal, so to speak, is to buy the deluxe edition, because that's $70, and you get this and the other two DLC packs we're going to talk about later. I will say, I don't really recommend this if you have the time to play the game or the patience to grind mobs, nor do I recommend it for any other reason than to save time, because there's no value beyond that. These packs really just feel like things that should have been at most 99 cents each, and preferably just $1 for all three, because it's just a menu option. It's one of those things that really didn't need to be DLC, could have been included in this definitive edition of SMT V, because it was DLC in the original, and then back then it was $3 as well. But it is DLC you have to pay for because modern gaming.
With the pedals.
For the price of $4.99, you get access to a new side quest. This is the Konohana Sakura side quest, which should open up around mid-game. If you go to Minato to meet Konohana Sakura, she requests that you kill Oya Matsumi. If you want the challenge of these fights, hitting this quest at about level 44 to 47 should do it. If you're me and forgot the DLC existed till endgame, then after doing so, Konohana Sakura will challenge you to a fight, and again, and then she gets added to your party. She's a healer that can overheal, which from mid-game is pretty strong to have. So I guess that's neat if you want that kind of thing. But is this worth it? Honestly, for $5, sorry, but I'm gonna have to say no. Ultimately, it's a bit steep for a single side quest that barely takes any time. This isn't really a challenge battle either, though you can unlock a version of her in the simulator. Again, $5 if you really like her design, otherwise I'd skip it. Atlus, a side quest like this is maybe worth $2 to $3 at most.
If I may be frank, you're highly delusional.
And the last DLC pack is yet another $5 side quest. You can probably guess where this is going. This one is more of an endgame thing. I recommend you tackle around level 77 to 80. Danu requests that you find Dagda and kill him. After you defeat him, you can choose to either spare him or kill him, which will end in, I assume, either you getting Danu or Dagda. I chose to spare him, and he's a strength-based damage dealer, but I don't have much to say beyond that. Again, this is another $5 for a relatively short and pretty unchallenging side quest. You might face a little bit of resistance if you're coming in around the level you should be, but this really is only worth it if you like Danu or Dagda's designs.
So you're that superior, eh? Let me guess. You're a god.
I feel like I could make a whole video talking about this, so maybe I will at some point, but, well, I already have, technically. Atlus, you need to learn what the value of your DLC is, and that's not a compliment. As someone who buys most of these simply to review them and see what they're like, it's been consistent that DLC from this company is generally pretty overpriced, at least for what it offers in my eyes. I wholly understand that they're operating on lower budgets and less profitable returns and relatively high development costs while producing high quality releases compared to other companies in the gaming industry, but these DLCs are overpriced. And you guys have been doing this consistently for almost the last 3 years at least. I'm not really going to dive too much into it here since I want to remain focused, but I truly am unsurprised that these DLCs are not really worth the asking price. So I'll be clear, I state it again so you have my final thoughts. These are not worth it in my eyes. You can take these $20 and go buy yourself something nice. Hell, even a whole other Atlus game rather than these things. But hey, if you buy them, if you like them, that's okay. Again, this is just my opinion. I'm just saying that for 20 bucks, you could get the Steam Summer Sale's going on right now. I don't know if it will be when this video gets published, but it's going on right now, and you could buy yourself like 2 whole games for that price. So, you know, maybe do that. I don't know. Or save it for another game. You know, Atlus got Metaphor coming out in October. That's probably worth, honestly, that might be worth the $70 more than this is worth the $20. Anyways, focus. Let me know what you think of SMT 5's DLC in the comments down below. You can talk about the original DLCs as well if you want, because that's also a topic for discussion. You can leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel for more things Persona, SMT, Atlus, and JRPG related. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.